Let's go old school today, and then a trip through an orange grove where our face gets chiseled. I'm Dave, and you're watching Barber Dave's Shaves and Such. Hey everybody, happy Monday. Hope everything's going well for you guys. Again, I apologize for not doing a video yesterday, but with the car show and everything, it was crazy. So hope everybody's doing well. A couple of good news things. And before we go any further, don't forget to come and join us at the Shaving Cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com. It's free to join, and a lot of like minds there and everything else. So please come and join us. Secondly, yesterday or the day before, no, it would have been the day before yesterday, I did receive in the mail the brand new watch that will be part of the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Now, we still got a ways to go. I think we're at like 1557, something like that, 1558. So make sure you tell your friends, tell everybody, come and become a subscriber, because the closer we get to 2,000, the quicker we will get that part of the package out. I don't know about you, and this is the only thing I'll say on the subject, but I cannot wait till all these political ads end. I am so sick of it all. So hopefully those will be ending soon. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing well. It's finally starting tomorrow. We're going to have temps in the 60s, possibly a little bit of rain. And boy, we have been hoping for that, because it has been a miserable summer here. But then, it's into the end of October. In case you haven't figured it out, yeah, today's going to be a straight razor shave. Not much else going on. Today is Barber Errand Day, as are all Mondays. But kind of a light, I gotta stop at the post office to ship some items out. And I gotta go to the bank, get fuel for the car, and then normally Mondays are kind of our date day, but we're not gonna go out to lunch today. We're actually going to see a movie in the afternoon. And as a Catholic, I think this movie is going to be very interesting to watch. It's called Conclave. The reviews have been amazing. There's a lot of Oscar buzz going around that this one, Ray Fine, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, and just a huge cast. There's a lot of Oscar buzz about this one. So we'll see. It's a long movie too. I think it starts at 4 and it doesn't end till, well, the next showing is at 7. So you figure it's probably darn near 3 hours, which is okay. Because based on everything I've heard about this movie, it's going to be good, whether you're Catholic or not. I've also heard that it's actually kind of upset some Catholics because, obviously not being able to film in the Vatican, there is some artistic license, but they also say based on the set design that they've really recreated the Sistine Chapel. And the only knock that I've heard is that it's taking place. You know, the movie came out just prior to the election, and it's you know, a little bit political, but you know, anybody who knows anything about the Holy See and knows anything about the church knows that just like any other country, which the Vatican is its own country, you have politics. I happen to have some inside knowledge because my relatives were part of the Holy See. So we're looking forward to that. Probably pick up burgers or something afterwards. So the soap I'm using today is definitely old school. I'll show you that in just a little bit. And you're going to laugh when you see the price. You know, when most of us are spending $30, $40, $50, even more on shaving soaps, both artisan and otherwise, you realize that shaving was much less or more inexpensive in the old days, obviously. But what's amazing is the old school soaps like this one and Williams, they will stand up to any of the new soaps, and I challenge anybody to tell me differently. They may not have all the pretty fluffy lather like some of us like, but just wonderful stuff. This razor's been stropped 25 on linen, 50 on leather, and another 25 on a convex hone. However, I feel the edge starting to go a little bit, so I think I will probably take it across probably a couple of laps on a non-slurried cauticule, and then follow it on the arc. Just a touch up. Doesn't need a bevel reset. Like I said, I think I've only reset, I don't know. The only time I reset a bevel is when I first get a razor. And I even evaluate that. If the bevel is good, then just a good honing. But my feeling, and I know that a lot of people disagree with me, but I think once the bevel is set, why screw with it? Unless you just happen to want to reset it and practice that. Just maintaining, I think, is enough. But this little bit of tugginess. I can really feel it on my Fool's Pass. I think that's one of the main reasons why you haven't seen this one in videos a lot recently. because I think I had every intention to touch this up, and I never did. However, still providing a very good DSBBS shave. And this spot that you're seeing over here is not a cut or a nick. I had a follicle that decided it did not want to cooperate a few weeks ago. And it's just been irritating the bejesus out of me. A little bit of cleanup. And of course some flat blading. I had a few people recently make a comment that the flat blading could dull my blade. And I'm like, well, here's the way I look at it. I've been doing flat blading for a couple of years now, and I've had no appreciable change in edge because the skin is soft. One thing I like about flat blading is you actually roll the blade from one apex of the bevel to the other. So when you're rolling through, you're getting both sides of the blade, which I think makes a big difference. Okay, so what was the razor of the day? Some of you may have guessed it, but this is a Boker 5/8 barber notch with the ivory tang and everything else. Just a beautiful razor. I just absolutely love this thing. Let's see what Mr. Allen says. I have a feeling I'm going to get a little bit of a bite today. Yeah, a little bit. More so than normal. I think it's just that blade needs to run across the cauticule and the Arkansas, but still not bad. And our brush for today is a Rubberset 404, one of the originals. And then this has been re-knotted with a TGN Finest knot. And believe it or not, I'm not a total convert yet, but so far, Turkish lather bowl, yogurt bowl, whatever the heck you want to call it, works well for this soap, because this soap I'm trying to preserve so I don't stick it in a bowl or anything and try to face lather with it, because it's the only one I've got of this soap, and it's the carton is in pretty bad shape, so I try to palm lather this because there's the puck, and I try to dry it as best I can. And I've had this for a while, but are you ready? Look at the lower right hand or lower left hand side. Colgate, 15 cents, and this thing will last, forever. So it's kind of cool. So that's most of the old school stuff. So just a really nice shave. For our witch hazel today, we are going to be using Quinn's pink grapefruit and orange rind. Kind of fits the theme of the shave. We're still a little warm today. I don't think we'll be 100, but we're supposed to be in that neck of the woods. But the mornings, early this morning, I was out drinking some coffee and smoking a cigar when allowing the dogs to do their whirling dervish sparring. Yeah, get 2 huskies. Yeah, you'll have insanity. But anyway, but it was beautiful. It was in the 60s, but it warmed up pretty quick. Tomorrow, our high temperature is only supposed to be in the 60s, and I think that our lows are going to be in the 40s, which I'm very much looking forward to. Okay, so what are we chiseling our face with? That's right, Chisled Face Grimatorium, and this is Santa Paula. This is a wonderful orange blossom, orange rind, just a beautiful scent for an aftershave. I used to have the soap, I just can't find it. And this does have a little bit of menthol in it, so it's nice and cooling. So yeah, so if you haven't tried it before, try any of the Chisled Face products. They're pretty good. Don't hear as much about them anymore because obviously the legend of Chisled Face was Ghost Town Barber. For the talc today, we're going to be using Yardley Gold simply because it's got a citrusy note to it. And for our fragrance today, I was digging through my samples and I had a whole bunch. And we're going to be using Penhaligon's Quercus. This is a very much a citrus, very nice citrus. But yeah, just wonderful. Got a little bit of a powder note in it, but this is one of the Penhaligon's fragrances you don't hear about too much. It's not one of their mainline popular ones, but a lot of people like it. Guess what? That's it for the shave, guys. I certainly appreciate you joining us on a Monday. I hope to do another one tomorrow, barring anything else. So again, I thank you for joining us. Don't forget, let's get more subscriptions so we can give away that watch, which I'm not going to tell you about yet because I'm going to tease you about it. Again, come and see us at The Shaving Cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com. And don't forget, Drinks and Dave's, Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which will change on November 3rd, but it won't change for us. I'm not sure. We're looking at moving days, but for right now, it is going to be on a Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up. Not sure exactly the topic, but come and join us, 6 p.m. on YouTube, Drinks and Dave's. I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave Shaves and Such. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.